If the election was held today, who would you vote for? I mean, it's a serious question, right? I've had this conversation with a number of people, and there are a lot of people who say that, okay, the FOFA moment has hit them. So if Kamala Harris, if the elections ran right now, and you had to choose right now between Kamala Harris and the evil dude, who would you vote for? Who would you vote for? Because I honestly think you wouldn't change your vote, especially those who voted for either candidate. I think you would still vote for that candidate, especially those who voted for Kamala Harris. I think you guys will stand foot on, like I did. I voted for her. I was staying 10 toes down. But what about those people who voted for Donald Trump? Will they still vote for him now? See, part of the issue that I have is that I think some people may switch their vote, but I don't think that a lot of people will. I just don't think so. I think a lot of people, and even if they do switch their vote, they would want her to fix all the problems all over the world, right? And then they will turn back around, and once they're out of the problem, they're going to turn back around and choose evil again. I don't. I believe in the human successful nature of the human power. I do believe in that. However, I have an issue because I do think that a lot of people just want to get out of the problem. Donald Trump has done this. Because a lot of people are now changing their vote, or now people want to say, I made a mistake, not because it was the right thing to do. I made a mistake because, oh, it's affecting me now. That's why. Not because it was the right thing to do, but it's because you were okay when it was affecting other people and you thought it wasn't going to affect you. So now, because the fire is in your backyard, now you want to turn around and say to yourself, hey, yeah, let's do something about this. Let's go ahead and I want to change my vote. I want to do this. I want to do that. That's what I really want to do. But to be honest with you, that's only a temporary fix. I don't believe that these people have solidly changed their mind in the last two to 3 months, or well, since November. I don't think they have. I really think right now it's an emotional response to them suffering. You got to remember, a lot of these people, if you look at Trump's cabinet, is white. Everything he's choosing is white. You look at Mar-a-Lago, it's white. These people literally betted on whiteness. Why? Because for decades, not just Trump, for decades, white people have said that black people are the problem of this country. It's always been black people were lazy. Black people did, but if we were so lazy, how did we build up this country? If we were so lazy, how did we raise your kids? Black people can't cook. Black people, everything negative was given to black and brown people. Everything negative. Everything negative. Those that were white and came towards the proximity of whiteness, it was all good. But anything that was darker, black, or sinister, oh, it's bad. It's bad. And I just think that we have been so inundated with white supremacy. It's crazy. The other day, I was having a conversation with this person, and they was like, oh, I don't like a black cat. And I was like, why not? And they was like, oh, because it's evil, it's this and that. I said, who told you that? Where did you get that information from? Well, because that's what I heard is superstitious and this and that. I was like, look, it's white supremacy. Anything that is not white is deemed negative and bad. I was like, there's nothing wrong with a black cat. Okay? Even though we play on those in the movies and all that stuff, being horror and sinister, but that came from white supremacy. Anything that's black is negative. It's bad. It's witchcraft. We don't like it. It's bad. That's what happened. So white folks got the decision to go out here and to think black people are all on food stamps. That's a lie. We tried to tell you it was a lie, but you kept coming back and forth thinking that it wasn't a lie. But now you're realizing that if they cut your food stamps, you're going to be hurt. Black people are on Medicaid. That's a lie. The majority of the country are white who's on Medicaid. That's a lie. Black people out here getting entitlement programs. They are benefiting from affirmative action and DEI. That was a damn lie. It was white women, and the white women husbands used that in order to get grants. Those things were lies. We've been telling you we don't benefit absolutely from these entitlement programs. It's because of your racism that you are so focused on what was bad instead of you looking at the billionaires who is picking your pockets. And the reason you don't have a job is because he decided that he wants to save money and ship the jobs to a brown country, India, Asia, so that he won't pay United States taxes. The anger needs to be directed towards him. Black, brown, we're just trying to make it every day. And this is what the brother Fred Hampton was trying to tell you guys, but then, Chicago killed him. Chicago PD killed him. He was trying to tell you, we all need to come together. Black, brown, poor, for the working class. Even Dr. King was talking about this. The working class, the oligarchs are just taking over this country and using racism to say you are better than them. I told you, even President Lyndon Baines Johnson was talking about, if I can convince the poor man, he won't even see you picking their pockets. Convince him to say that he's better than the black person, he won't even see me picking his pockets. They have a strategy. So again, I don't believe that racism is going to change your vote. I don't believe that. I believe that racism you may hold your nose and say, okay, cool, I choose Kamala Harris, but eventually you're going to go back to what is common. What is common? You got out of that problem, just like Joe. Joe got us out of COVID. We were out of COVID. Then all of a sudden, we go back and we choose they choose a convicted felon, a sexual assaulter, a person who just lies, a person, all those different. They went back and chose the devil. So y'all can miss me with this. I want sympathy, because you will go and do it. George Bush made a fool of the economy. When George W. Bush, made a fool of the economy, Obama comes in, cleans it up in 8 years. Instead of people choosing Hillary, they go and choose this buffoon Trump. Something is wrong with us because we keep putting ourselves in the same situation. It's almost as if that we are glutton to be a masochist. We're a glutton to just have just negativity to happen to us. Not me, but a lot of these people, especially the white folks who are voting for this, they just want temporary satisfaction, but they're going to go right back to their own form of racism. So I ask you again, who will you vote for?